Very hearty good morning to all my dear students. Welcome to this computer class. In our previous lesson, we had studied about the random function and we had also discussed some hot questions related to it. So in today's class, we are going to study about another interesting module, that is URL lib and web browser module. With the help of this module, we can open any website from within our Python program. So let's move on. So today we are going to see URL lib and the web browser module. So these modules are used for opening websites or accessing websites from within our Python program. So how to do it? So firstly, we have URL lib. URL-lib is a huge library which contains a number of different modules, out of which there is a very interesting module, that is request module. So this request module, it helps us to send HTTP requests to the web server and get response in the form of web pages, which you can even view it on your browser. So HTTP requests and getting the response, we can get it using the request module of URL lib library. So within this, there are a lot many different functions. So for using URL lib, you have to first import it and you have to exactly import the module. So we will be importing the module request of URL lib. So we will write it like this: import URL lib dot request. Now when you import this module, you will be able to use the following functions, like one is the URL open function, which is used like this. So this URL lib dot request dot URL open, this function returns an identifier. An identifier which is like a file handler, okay, which is like a file handle which we had studied in file handling. So it is an identifier, it's like a handle which attaches itself with the website, and this handle allows us to perform all the operations on the web browser, sorry, on the website. So with this handle, we can easily gain information, various different types of data. So how do we use it? We have to use an identifier. Its syntax goes like this. Syntax, we can write URL or web handle. I'm just writing here web handle equals URL lib dot request dot URL open. Function will first create a web handle. It will first get the URL. Now, within this also, one thing I missed out, that is we have to provide the URL string inside it. So it will first search for that particular URL and it will send a request there, and it will get a handle, it will get an identifier, and that identifier will be used to store whatever handle has been returned by this function. And now this handle can be used for handling any type of operations on a website. So as an example, we will take URL handle equals URL lib dot request dot URL open, and I'm going to take any website over here, edx.org. So I have taken this, and let's do this practically. So I'm going to open the Python idle also. So we will write here import URL lib.request. Then I'll write URL handler or URL handle equals request dot URL open. So I've just written this, and it will return a handle. And now I will be using another module, that is the web browser module. So I'm just going to import that. Import web browser, and within this I'm going to use web browser dot open URL handle. Now before using this, I cannot use this URL handle over here directly. Instead, before doing this, I have to also do one more step. That is, this URL handle which I got, it opens a website, opens this website or any network object. And because it already opens that website, it attaches a file handle, a file like identifier, which is this URL handle. But now I want certain things from there. I will write here URL handle dot get URL. So once I get this get URL, I will be returning that to another variable, say URL. URL equals URL handle dot get URL. So this will fetch the actual IP address of that website, and it will store it within this identifier, and this identifier and I can use within the open function. So let's check this out. So I've already imported web browser module, and now I will be writing here URL equals URL handle dot get URL and web browser dot open URL. So you can see over here, because there was some problem with the previous website, that is edx.org. So I had to change the website, and over here you have to make sure that you use two slashes. So firstly, let us just revise everything. We create a URL handle. Okay, we send an HTTP request to this website, which is actually a website, and because of that we get a file handle associated with it. A file object is created, a website object, web object is created, and that web object gets a particular name, that is this URL handle, this identifier. It actually forms a handle to this web object, and this object can be used to get the URL. So we will first fetch the URL for this, which is actually internally the IP address which is saved in URL, and then I am calling the web browser dot open function. That is, I am calling the open function from the web browser module, which will open my default browser, and that will help us to open. And if I provide this URL as an argument, it will open this website. So if I run this program, you can see that it just waits for some time for your browser to open, and it opens the browser. Like this is OLX, so it opens this OLX website. Now some other functions are also associated with it. I'll just close the browser. Some other functions are also associated with URL lib.request. So one is other functions. Let's see what are those other functions. One is URL handle dot read. So this function reads the entire HTML code which is embedded, which works behind the website. Now the HTML codes of websites these days, they are huge. So you won't find any specific information there. So suppose I write here, it will normally be returned in a string type variable. So I'm just taking content as the variable equals URL handle dot read, and let's see what it gives us. So in this same question I'm going to add that content equals URL handle dot read and run the program. Okay, we won't find any output right now, so we have to print that. So if I print it, like I'm going to print it over here. So I'm going to print content. So if I print this content, you will be able to see. Now you can see something is visible here, squeezed text. So it has, because it is some 4,637 lines are there. If you double click this, the squeezed output is very long. Expanding it would make the IDE slow or unresponsive. So it is recommended to view or copy the output instead. So if you still want to expand, click on OK, and you can see that it is really a huge file. So I'll have to restart my idle again, because it has really, my idle is really running very slow because of that. So the entire content can be saved in a string variable, and you can use that also. I'm going to again open my module, sorry, my file. So this is it, my website handler program. Now another function over here. Next is code. URL handle dot get code. This returns normally a 3-digit code. If it is 200, it means it's all okay. If it is 300 or 301, 302, some kind of redirection might have occurred. If it's error 403, it means that the web page is not found. So it just returns a code. So let us see that also. If I just write here code equals URL handle dot get code, and I print that code also. Now I'm not going to expand those lines. Okay, so you can see squeezed text. So already it is opening, it has opened this as many number of times we run the program, it's going to open the website that many number of times. So you can see the code is 200, that is everything is okay and the file is opened, right? Next is, after this we have a function, not a function, it is actually a property, that is headers, which returns some metadata about the website. Metadata about website means some important data about the website. Normally in a website you have a header section which contains metadata like um, linking information to which CSS file it is linked to, or if it is linked to any external website, or if it is linked to any section within the web page or any other web page within the same website. Okay, it contains version information, it contains any JavaScript information. That is, if any external JavaScript file has been attached, that information is also provided here. The title of the web page, right? So many other so much of data is there within the header section of a web page which describes your web page. Okay, and that is known as metadata. So you can also get the metadata, and the same work is done by another function, that is URL handle dot info. So info also returns all this. So I'm just going to call that function here. So I'm just going to write here heading equals URL handle dot headers and print heading. Now I'll just run it. Okay, there is some problem. It should be header. Okay, no attribute header. Let me see what is the error here. Instead, let me use the info function. Yes, so info function is, it works and you get all the information. So you get the complete information. So header is not working here. So that because both of them contain the same data, hence it is quite possible that because of some problem or the other it's not working. Let's try to just write here headers, and let's write it in the form of a function. Okay, still it's not working. Okay, so that means it is not at all recognized here. So I'm going to simply call info. Yes, so info is working. That is, it contains all the metadata. All this data which you are able to see here, it is all metadata, that is data about your website. Okay. Apart from this, you also have other functions of web browser module, that is web browser dot open. You have already seen, which opens a window and opens the website in a new tab. So I'm just going to open it. Like if I write open, it will open the URL. If I write web browser dot open new, so this will just open a new window, a separate new window, and open our file there. So I'm just going to write here open new. So every time the function is called, it will open a new window. Like already a window is opened here, you can see. So you'll see in some time another new window will be opened. But nowadays, because we are using new latest browsers, so it doesn't really matter which variant of open you are using, it will open a new tab only. So you have another option, that is open new tab. So whether you use open new or open new tab, they all will create a new tab and open the window. So open new. So here if I add this open new tab and I run it, then also it's going to open a new tab, and we'll just wait for that, and you can see a new tab is opened. So from within your Python program, you can easily handle your web pages, and you can easily open your web pages. So it's a very simple program involving just a few predefined functions, and you just have to call those functions in order to run the program. So that's all in today's class. We will again meet in the next class. Thank you.